Pro Instant Effects tutorial. I'm DJ Spiegel Spin, and I'm going to show you all about it. Alright, so in this Djay Pro FX tutorial, we are going through the instant effects. And they made a huge update, so now you could use Neuro Mix in these instant effects. So I'm going to show you guys the classic ones. These are pretty self-explanatory. I'm not going to spend much time on them. I'm going to tell you when you would use them and show you what they sound like. And then stay tuned till the end of the video, and I'll show you how to set up the Neuro Mix effects. So let's get right started with Absorb. So now this effect is going to do pretty much exactly what it says, and it's going to absorb the sound of the track. So it's basically going to bring the sound all the way down. So as you have the effect held in, it'll sound kind of drowned out, kind of filtered away. So this is a good effect if you want to make a announcement on the mic. So the track's playing. You could absorb it. Hey everybody, it's Mike's 20th birthday, check it out. And then it'll absorb right back in. So that's the way I would use that effect. Also, you could do transitions with it. So if you wanted to like end one song and start the other, you could do it like this. So it's similar to like an echo out or a spin back or a vinyl break. So that's one way to use that effect. Now let's do drift. Same type of thing. It's going to lower the volume significantly and kind of sound like there's a really big high pass filter. This one's also good for announcements, and you can do some transitions with it. So wash effect, it's kind of subtle and it kind of adds a little bit of, makes the track a little bit differently. It's not the best one of the instant effects. So what does chop do? Let's see. So it chops it up. It's equivalent to doing this with the crossfader, but you could just do it by holding in that button. So if you wanted to chop it up, have the vocals sound kind of cool, and add a little bit of choppiness to spice up the track or do a build up, then you could use the chop effect. Now we got sway. This one's cool. I like to randomly throw it in on the dance floor. People do cool dance moves to it. So sway is it's a cool effect. We got crush. It just makes it sound like the speakers are broken. I don't know why anyone would use that effect, but it's there if you'd like. Punch. So it's similar to the absorb, but a little more dramatic. I used this one when I used to live at home, and I would be DJing full volume, and then my mom would come in the room and she'd be like, shut it off, shut it off. And I'd hit the punch. And it was just a really cool way of ending my set. And then my mom was like, that was pretty cool, but keep it down. So the punch effect is good for that situation. And the twist kind of, again, it's kind of like the crush where it just sounds like the speakers are broken, and I don't really see a reason for using that effect. Let me know in the comments if you guys have a good idea to use that effect with. Alright, so now we're moving on to the cool part. If you go over here and you press this pencil, just like changing the cue points and loops and stuff like that, the pencil will let us edit. So once you hit one of these three dots over here, this is the classic that we're in, and you press apply, and then that's the classic one. This is the one that the app started with, and then they added in the Neuro Mix. So if you go over here and you press Neuro Mix and go to apply, then it's going to change all of these instant effects to the Neuro Mix effects. The cool thing is you guys could actually change each of these individuals. So let's say I want some of the Neuro Mix effects, but I also really love the absorb. you got Absorb right there. So you can make your own custom instant effects packs by mixing the Neuro Mix effects and the classic. But right now, I'm going to go through these effects. They're kind of subtle because it doesn't change the whole song. It just changes either the vocals or the drums. So we have a 3/4 echo out for vocal only. So let's try to find some vocals. So as you have the effect held in, it'll echo out only the vocals. So if there's a catchy vocal that you want to be emphasized, like right before you do a transition, you could do it like that. And then the next one is another echo out with the vocals only. So it's going to echo out the vocals, and the drums and the beat's still going to be the same, but you could echo out the vocals and then switch off the vocals with Neuro Mix with this slider down here. And then you go only into instrumental with no vocals, and then you could put other vocals on top. So that's how you would use that one. And now this one is chop. It's going to chop up the vocals only. So this is cool if you want to add that stuttering effect, if you want to emphasize, chop up the vocals, and do type of remix and mashups. This is a very quick way to do that using Neuro Mix. And then you can loop the vocals. So it'll grab the vocal that you want and it'll loop it. This is very good for builds ups and if you want to emphasize the drops or a certain word. Just remember that as soon as you let go, it'll take that loop off. And even though it's doing a looping effect at where you press the loop, the track is still going to continue to play. It's not going to be stuck in a loop as if you used a loop section like this. With this effect, it's going to loop it, but then when you let go, it's going to be at a new part in the song. So just keep that in mind when you use this effect because it could mess up your mix because you'll be farther ahead than you think you are in the song. And then now at the bottom, it's the same thing, but with the drums only. So you could echo out just the drums, or you could echo out just the vocals. So if you echo out the drums, if you're thinking, why would you want to use that effect? It's a good way to echo out the drums of one song and then go to the looper over here and throw in your own drums and start going into a really creative mashup type of mix. So use these effects, make your own packs with these, find out 4 of the good classic effects that you want to use, and find out 4 of the Neuro Mix ones, and then you can have them into one pack over here, and then you're ready to go with your instant effects. So if you guys like learning everything you could do with DJ Pro and DJing with the iPad, subscribe to my channel. I make videos every day.